What's going on, people? It's your boy, brasstax in this bitch. You already know. You're gonna have to excuse me, my voice sounds a bit blocked. You know what I've realized? I was just listening back to some of my stuff. I always sound a little nasally. Not in person, I just got allergies. I don't know what to say to you, but your boy got issues. Anyway, here we go. Lion King. I didn't watch this in the theater. It wasn't on the top of my list, surprisingly. The first one was a classic, and I think there were just some other movies out that I wanted to see. But we made an event out of it. So I called some friends over, we got the popcorn, we got the Haagen-Dazs, we got the nachos, we got the hot dogs, we got the burgers, we got the women, we got the strippers. We got everything. Because I had a feeling this was going to be a 4K extravaganza. Yeah, that's that word again that I like to use. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about the film first. I thought it was good. I think this film is a technical marvel, which may overshadow the film itself. I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was as good as the original. I can understand why some people wouldn't like it because they've gone out of their way to make this ultra realistic, and certain nuances and reactions are very animalistic, are true to their actual characters. Lions do things that lions do. Monkeys do things that monkeys do. So it can be a little jarring for some people, but for the most part, it was cool. I give the movie itself maybe a 7.5. I mean, the first Lion King was like a 9.5, so I thought it was decent, but it's nothing which blew me away. Although what they've managed to do on this movie is really quite spectacular. Like, I loved Jungle Book. The one that was released, I think, what was it? It was released by Disney, a few years ago? It was out on 3D, and that looked absolutely spectacular as well. This betters that on a number of levels. It really does look tasty. But how's the 4K? That's what we want to know. So let's get down to it. Shot in 6.5K. Visual effects 2K. Digital intermediate 2K. I know some of you people are unhappy with the digital intermediate, but what can you do? It is what it is. But will that matter? That's the question. HDR, Dolby Atmos sound, and ladies and gentlemen, you've got a full screen presentation. If some of you guys are out there with your 77-inch screens, 75-inch screens, 65-inch screens, you're going to get the full real estate. The full real estate. You know, there is a part of me that sometimes when I watch movies, I do feel a little cheated with the black bars. I ain't gonna lie. I do often wonder whether they're gonna bring TVs out that are widescreen, but then, I don't know. Would you guys buy that? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out whether this is a live action movie, whether this is animated. I think it's a little bit of everything. Irrespective of that, this movie is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Irrespective of whether you like the movie or not, this is a demo-worthy disc. Actually, I've got this running in the background whilst I'm doing this review, and there were like 6 of us, right? All of us, our jaw dropped, because none of us had seen it, and we were just like, how the hell did they manage to get this done? Not only that, shit looks 3D in this bitch. Simba looked like he coming out of the screen. It looks crazy. Hair strands, the animal's fur, the textures on the trees, the blades of grass, all look vivid as hell. All very textured, very, very detailed, sharp, razor sharp. You can cut your pubic hairs with that shit. It's that sharp. Crazy. I mean, I'm not even going to go on about it. It just looks A1. I know you haven't heard me say that in a long time. Yeah. And you know, with the added resolution, you've got the added depth. Like I said, great 3-dimensional pop. I don't know whether we're getting a 3D version, but if we are, I am really looking forward to this. Just because of how much 3D pop this has, the 4K, I can only imagine how good the 3D is going to look. If we do get one, I need to check up on it. But, god damn, panty dropper. Even if you don't like the movie, I can imagine a lot of you just watching it, just to show off your TV. I would imagine that this is going to be played in a lot of stores, trying to get you to buy the TVs, because this is just wow. I cannot talk enough about how beautiful this looks. Great depth. Black levels are also fantastic. Visual effects, 99.9% of the time, are superb. I kind of use that. My reference point is the tiger in The Life of Pi, because the tiger just looks spectacular. And a lot of people will probably agree to this who have got larger screens. Because I've got a 75-inch screen, I've noticed that highlights a lot more imperfections than a 65-inch screen. So if something's looking a little fake on a 65, it's going to look a lot more fake on a 75. And I will say that for 99% of this movie, the special effects here are just superb. You know when special effects are so good that you just forget that you're watching a special effect? That's how good it is. That's how it should be. But then it does take you out of the movie a little bit, because then you're thinking, shit, this is a visual effect. Look how good this looks. You know, like with Life of Pi, I was thinking, shit, that boy must have been shit scared on the boat with that tiger and shit. Come to find out that most of the time the tiger was a visual effect. God damn. Anyway, I'm blabbering on, but you get what I'm saying. Visual effects are stunning. And there are some imperfections, there are some little giveaways in movement that you may see something here and there which gives it away, but it's very, very rare. Coming back to the black levels, dark, inky, you make out so much more detail. Just comparing this, I watched the 4K first, then I watched the 1080p afterwards. Night and day. Really is an absolute, it's so noticeable, it's not even funny. The differences are just there. Detail, black levels, a lot of scenes shot in the dark. You can make out little rock formations in the darkness, which you just can't do in the 1080p. There's not enough detail on that disc. It's really good. I feel like Attenborough talking about the lions and the tigers in the jungle. We've got the trees. We've got the hippos. We've got the monkeys. You know, doing my little Attenborough vibe right there. But yeah, no, A1. So hey, you want to know what a HDR is like? So you're watching The Lion King, you're watching this movie, and you're sitting here on a date with your girl. You're trying to go to the movie, she's like, nah, I want to stay in, it's raining. Have you got anything we can watch? You put The Lion King on, she's holding on to you tight as you're watching stuff. It gets emotional. She leans on your shoulder. She leans into you, starts kissing your neck. Then you start kissing her neck. Then you start kissing each other. Then you start touching each other. Then you start, well, you know how it goes from there. That's what the HDR is like. The HDR is spectacular, people. Spectacular. Nice, bright, vivid images. Wider color palette for sure. Instantly noticeable within the first 3 seconds. The nuances on the fur of the lions, of the different animals, you're just not going to pick that up on the 1080p. And what HDR does is just highlight some of those differences. The way the sun hits the fur. The way the sun hits the trees. You're going to notice different shades of green, different shades of sand, different shades of rocks in this bitch. HDR is a winner throughout. Beautiful, bright, blinding lights, and beautiful, dark, inky darks in this bitch. That's what you got to have. Lots of detail in the color, beautifully saturated, it's bold, it's vibrant, and it's an absolute stunner. And if that doesn't get the panties dropping, you tell your girl to sit on the woof and see what happens. You know what's gonna happen? It's a Disney release, so the Atmos has to be turned up a few decibels. I'm sorry guys, it's the way it is. Don't kill the messenger. I'm saying Disney are doing this thing where they just mix things on a lower frequency than everything else. I don't know what to say to you, so you're gonna have to turn it up. But once you turn it up, nice, bassy surround sound. Picks up the subtleties, the music soars, and you're gonna feel like you're in the jungle in this bitch. It really is very good once you turn it up. There are some overheads, not a lot. There are birds flying above you and you'll hear that. Its strength's definitely the surround sound, not the overheads. But it is much better than the audio track on the 1080p. Bass, rumbling. She'll be sitting there. Lions roaring. Guess what? The lion roar, the coochie gonna roar. When the coochie roar, she becomes a whore. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, there are gonna be people out here saying, you know, you're such a chauvinist. Listen, ladies, why are you acting like you want a guy to make love to you? You want a guy to fuck you like he hates you. That's the best shit. So if you want to be whorish on the speaker, you go ahead and be whorish on the speaker. This track is going to do that. I think it's the first one I've done since my return. Reference quality transfer. There you go. A 9.5, 9.6 out of 10. For the visuals and for the audio, I'd give it about an 8.5. I should give it an 8. When are Disney gonna sort the Atmos out? I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. But this is a gorgeous transfer. This is a must-have. Even if you don't like the movie, I suggest you pick it up because it is beautiful. Guys, I think the best way I can describe this disc is by saying it looks very similar to watching a Blue Planet 4K Blu-ray. Yeah, you know those documentary Blu-rays look A1? That's how this looks. Guys, I'm going to leave some Amazon links if you want to go through there to pre-order it or to pick it up or whatever. It costs you nothing, but Amazon kick back a little something for your boy. And what I have started doing recently is I've got a Facebook page. I've had that for a while. I don't really advertise it, but I'll leave a link for you because I tend to put up screenshots. I put like 5 or 6 screenshots of each movie I review. Like there are some of Scarface, there's some of American Gangster, and there'll be some of this by the time you listen to it. So I'm going to leave a link so you guys can check them out. And if you want, you can like the page too. Shit, why not? Alright guys, 4K Rockstar. You already know.